Hey, what's up, Facebook? Camille Rose Soler here, founder of The Ultimate Life, inspirational speaker, and leadership mindset coach. Super excited to be here tonight. Definitely say hello if you're popping on live with me. And I just finished my live training session with my private coaching group here on Facebook called The Life Minded. And today was video number 4 of a series of training videos that I did on my lessons from the Holy Land. So if any of you follow me on Facebook, I recently did a trip to Israel. I did a Holy Land tour, and it was a biblical tour all around Israel, and it was an incredible, incredible trip. And I pulled many, many lessons from it. Personal lessons, emotional lessons, spiritual lessons, and even leadership-based lessons. And in the 4 videos that I've done in the past month and a half with my private coaching members, we covered different topics. And today was the final topic, which is channeling love during war. And what does that mean? So another way of putting this would be, how do you make the choice in love during a very contentious or challenging time in your life? So what does the choice in love look like? And we went through different stories, parables, even poems from Rumi to create context around how to choose love. So one of my jobs as a coach or as a transformational speaker, inspirational speaker, whatever is the best term for you, is I train leaders of love. And what I mean by training leaders of love is working with people on their mindset to pull them out of fear-based thinking, to really tap into that internal power structure of love, which is essentially your highest vibration, so that you can lead a life of overflow. And that is in all parts of your life. So we're talking about your intimate relationships, your friendships, your business, your job, your career, your health, and your spiritual connection to that which many call God, or the divine, or love. So as a leader of love, one of the topics that came up a lot for me, especially being in Israel, was choosing love during war. I remember we were literally at the Mount Golan Heights area in Israel, which is essentially the Israeli-Syrian border, the day after America had dropped a bomb into Syria. So when you talk about understanding the feeling of war, I mean, I wasn't in it per se, but just even being in that environment, you could already feel all the contention, all the sadness, all the fear, and all the confusion that goes on during that time. And when you're in the heat of the battle, when you're in the thick of it, and you're actually feeling all these things, how do you then choose love when you yourself are already feeling conflicted? And that's what we talked about today during my private coaching training session with the Life Minded. So what I wanted to give you all as a gift was a small snippet of how do you choose love during a time of war. And I pulled from President Theodore Roosevelt's 1910 speech that he gave in France called Citizen of a Republic. Now it's a 35-page speech, but the piece of it that most people know about is called The Man in the Arena. So I'm going to read it to you right now. So again, this is the Man in the Arena excerpt from President Teddy Roosevelt's 1910 speech in France. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbled or where the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes short again and again, who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotions, and spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat. End quote. So I really, really love this poem. The reason I love it is because President Roosevelt here really talks about us, you, myself, the person in the arena. Now, for you, it might be an arena of life or an arena of business, but the fact that you are trying, the fact that you are in there, that you are making an effort, and you're doing it knowing like, hey, it could end in the greatest triumph, or if I fail again and again and again, I also know what that feels like, but I do try. Rather than, as he says, you'll never sit in the place of those timid souls who will never know victory nor defeat. The place of apathy where you just let life sort of pass you by, sort of thing. So, first of all, I want to honor any of you right now who are listening who are in an arena as we speak, whether that is an arena of a relationship, an arena of business, an arena of depression even, because you're battling through something. You're in it. I encourage you to move through it though. Whether you are in an arena of confusion or an arena of joy, but you're in it, you're making an effort. In fact, if you're watching this video right now, there's a part of you that is wanting to expand into what I believe is the greatest power you have, which is unconditional love. But I will say that in the expansion into unconditional love will come the facing of everything within you that is not love. So I'll repeat that. In the practice of expanding into unconditional love will require you to face everything within you that is not love. And that can be a very, very scary place for a lot of people. But that's the arena we live in. And it's okay. Because when you can start to set yourself up in 3 ways, and so this is what I always talk about, my 3-prong formula. It's a transformation in any part of your life, is mindset, action, and environment. When you have the right mindset, which is to say, you know what, I'm going to be in this arena and I will triumph. But if I fail, I will try again. That's mindset. Action is the fact that you're in it, you're doing it, you're making an effort, you're practicing, you're doing something. You're getting out of bed every morning, even if it's a slow movement, you're moving, you're taking action. But the third and the most important piece is environment. Who are the people that you're surrounding yourself with on a day-to-day basis so that you can be valiant in this effort in the arena? Because imagine if you were with a group of other soldiers, warriors, friends, buddies, leaders that are wanting to triumph. You're going to fight really well too. And the opposite. If you're constantly surrounded by a group of people that they really don't care, they don't really want to try, they're kind of just sitting on the sidelines, it's going to be tough for you to fight this on your own. You can probably do it, but it might not be as fun. It might not feel nearly as supportive. And for those who aren't extremely self-motivated, you're not going to get that motivation from the people around you. So I always encourage that in the choice of love during a time of war, meaning how do you set yourself up to choose love when it's really, really tough, when you're feeling, as President Roosevelt would say, marred by dust and sweat and blood in the arena of your life? Get around an environment of people, of warrior buddies, as I've dubbed it, that are going to support you in this cause. Because yes, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, so who are you spending your time with that's going to help you make the choices of love? And then the second challenge I want to give you this week, so it's kind of like 2 pieces to this. Look at your environment of other warriors that are in the arena with you, whether it's your arena of business or your arena of relationships or your arena of family life, even your own intimate partner. Are you all, sorry, I got a phone call, so my thing froze. Are you working every day as a team to be on the same page? But the second question I want you to ask yourself in these moments is, in this arena that you're in right now, what do you stand for? What do you value? See, most people will do their business. Most people will lead an organization. But if I ask them, what do you stand for? What do you value every single day when you're leading or when you're moving forward? They don't always have an immediate answer. Sometimes they give sort of the, oh, well, you know, I stand for doing good work or, you know, making a profit or, you know, just bringing community together. But it's not clear. It's not convicted. It's not really authentic to who they are. So if you can already come through with this mindset to every part of your life. Your relationships, what do you stand for? What do you believe in? What do you value? As a couple, what are you both valuing right now? As a family unit, what do you and your family value? What do you all stand for? Faith, love, football? I don't know. But whatever that is for you, get very clear on it. Same thing, when you're in this arena of business or leading a group of people or an organization or coaching somebody, what is it that you stand for? So that when you dare greatly, you'll know what's a triumph for you. And so for me, what I really stand for is I truly believe in love-centered leadership. That moving away from fear-based decisions and choosing a mindset, practicing a mindset, and then designing an environment of powerful, loving leaders, you're going to change the whole game in all parts of your life. And then when you can overflow from that place, notice I say start with you, you will overflow into other people, then you can serve them on such a greater level. Because I am also of the belief that the gifts that you have, the things that come really, really easy to you, that you're like, I love to paint, I love to speak, I love to teach, I love to travel, I love to play basketball, I love to do business, whatever that is a gift that is given to you from the divine. Now, what you do with that talent is your gift back to the divine. So, what do you stand for in the arena? What do you believe in your relationships and in your business? And every time you feel like you're at war with something, or life gets tough, or you struggle, ask yourself, what does a choice in love look like? So you can get away from the bad habit of just reacting out of fear. So that's it for this evening. I hope you all enjoyed it. And if you feel called to join the Life-Minded or take your life to the next level with a coach, you can always contact me. There's a link right there. But regardless, just know that I am sending you all so much love, so much power. Shout out to everyone who just commented right now. I think I'm about to get a phone call, so I'm going to have to hop off. But know that you all are incredible, and you always have the choice in love. I believe so greatly in your own greatness, but it must overflow from within you so we can serve others at a much higher level. So until next time, live and love everybody. Good night.